What's up, party animals? Manny Lore here with another Study Minute presented by Fantasy Cruncher. I'm back, but I still have 3 topics for you. First, I have to cover a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday weekend, which I was not here for. Looking back, Friday featured Pianoclub, taking down over $140,000. I have tallies for you there. Topic number 2, looking over Twitter for the weekend. Everyone on their best ball drafts. I'll have some best ball tips coming up for you now. And topic number 3, FanDuel's 50K Hot Streak. Kind of reminds me of Beat the Streak, if you guys ever played that game for MLB. You finish in the top 50% of contests, of the selected contests, and you advance creating the biggest streak you can. I'll have some more details, all that and more on the Study Minute, baby. Let's go. Pianoclub was the guy this weekend. Checked on Friday what he was able to do. Took down the 100K. Not just took down the 100K on Draftkings. He also got second place for the 40K prize right behind that. So a pretty impressive weekend from one individual where over the course of the weekend it looks like it was pretty rough for some of the Sharks, man. That was the Mega Turn 2. That was on Friday, August 2nd. I left Thursday night, so wasn't able to do anything on Friday. Didn't see anything, didn't play over the weekend, obviously. But was able to review some of this, and my goodness, how days can turn around your year, I'd say, right? I wouldn't say in Pianoclub's case specifically, but in his case, it definitely shoots him up the scale for him, at least profitability-wise, right? The guy was just... I guess on point, kind of lucky too. If you look at exactly what other pros in the tournament did, he won first and second place, but he beat Osimo by 8 points, his second place lineup, and 11 points, his first place lineup. The 10th place lineup in this tournament scored 162. He was up there at 183 on Friday. He did it with Lance Lynn and James Paxton, not the most chalkiest pairing. And he did it with a 4-4 of Kansas City and the White Sox. Soler, Jimenez, Engel. Engel with a 0, dude. He won with a 0. Shows you don't need to have studs at every position to win. Dude, he got a 0 in the outfield. 0 at catcher works, but 0 in the outfield? My goodness. Tim Anderson, Hunter Dozier, Whit Merrifield, Jose Abreu, and Cam Gallagher were his hitters. But... not just that, won second place too, and he used Wade Miley as his second pitcher, paired with James Paxton that day. So congratulations to Pianoclub on what was a standout weekend to me. Most of the Sharks didn't do much. For those of you that want to know the total profit of that tournament exactly, not only did he win first and second place, he cashed 23 lineups in total, profiting $147,800. Pretty impressive, right? You see some of the Sharks up here. Osimo had a good day that day at 12,000. Big T had 13,000. Shanzan had 3,000. Outside of that, you'd be hard-pressed to find any real, solid portfolios of lineups in this tournament. That was the Mega Turn 2, the 500K Mega Turn 2. Rock steady, 5,900. Other than that, rough showings from Papa Gates, Chipotle, Mazwa, guys like that Slewfoot that usually do very well, all struggled. Seemed to be the theme over the weekend. I didn't miss the worst or the best weekend to miss, right? I thought I picked a perfect one. Feels like, and I haven't gone back to check, but according to what Sharks did, I think I picked a pretty good weekend to miss. I'm not complaining at all. Topic number 2, I come back and check Twitter, and... everyone is posting best ball screenshots. Oh, look at my team. Look at my team, dude. Oh, my God, I'm amazing. But are you really? Who really does have the best ball teams? And how do you even judge that, right? Like, it feels like the more Deshaun Jackson-like players you have on your lineup, I guess the more that makes your lineup better. I don't know. I have a way of judging this, right? I think... the more stacks you can incorporate into your best ball lineups, the better. What I mean by that is if we are in normal DFS and we wish to have, game stacks in DFS, right? We create game stacks. We create 3-man stacks, 4 or 5-man stacks in football. Why not do the same thing in best ball, even in season-long leagues? I know it's a little bit tougher, but that should be the goal, right? I have for those of you watching on YouTube, I know not all of you are watching, I'll explain. I am pulling up a best ball draft that I did on SiriusXM Live with a couple listeners, a producer. I did it with Laffy as well. In this one, I was able to grab Tom Brady late, obviously, James White somewhere in the mid-rounds, and so did Julian Edelman fall to me as well, right? So this in itself is I wouldn't say a perfect stack, but it's a good one that I feel confident with. Tom Brady, James White, Julian Edelman. When Tom Brady does well, usually those two guys do well also, right? And this is standard in DFS, but I translate this to my best balls as well. I ended up pairing Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill, Zach Ertz, the all-star team. I get it. This was before the whole Tyreek Hill news anyway. It doesn't just stop there. I think as you go on in drafts, if this draft were to play out a little bit differently, and say I were to get one more pass catcher from the Saints, I'd love to have Drew Brees as my second quarterback. Remember, in best ball, they're picking your best possible lineup every single week. So if I could have Brady, James White, and Edelman, and then I could also have Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, if in a weird scenario you also could get Alvin Kamara, that would be even better. And you'd have two trios in your lineup, right? You don't have to have the top studs. You can have, say, Phillip Rivers, Keenan Allen, and Austin Eckler, say if Melvin Gordon doesn't play. There are so many, Jameis Winston, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, one that's possible. After you solidify maybe a top stack in your first 2 or 3 rounds, 4 rounds, there's still some stacks you can backdoor in the later rounds, right? Fitzpatrick, Devontae Parker, Stills or something. Or, man, I don't know. Just think of really bad teams, really bad quarterbacks, and their number ones, and try to get something at the back end. They'll do something 1 week, 2 weeks out of the year. That's all you really need from the back end of your draft. So get as many stacks as you can in your best balls. I think that's the way to go. Topic number 3, FanDuel streaks. Did any of you ever play Beat the Streak? I think that's still a game. I think that's still around. That one dealt with you having to pick, I think you pick 2 players, 1 or 2 players. If they get a hit that slate, you create a streak, and you have to create a big hitting streak, and you have to break the record. That's why it's called Beat the Streak. FanDuel doing something really similar, right? The 50,000 hot streak. Until you go on a hot streak, I think it's only a 2-week thing, right? The current streak, and it's so funny because Beat the Streak also had this, is 3, held by 2,800 users. It's pretty cool. From August 1st to the 15th, we're rewarding fans for going on a winning streak. Just finish in the top 50% of users in our daily streak-eligible contest, and your streak continues. Pretty cool, right? Every day from the 1st to the 15th, there'll be 1 featured contest. You can play in it. If you finish in the top 50%, that's a point. And you continue your streak. I think at the end, right? At the end of the promotion, whoever achieves the longest streak could win $15,000 in cash. I think that's pretty cool, right? You don't only have to win either. I think if you finish, in the top 10 streaks, 20 streaks, I don't know what it is, you get some prizes as well. I think there's tiers in where you get some. Right, here you go. You'll probably be, thrown into a pool of some sort, right? But you get 6 wins in a row, you get in a contest of $6,000, 7, 7,000, 8, 8,000, so on and so forth, right? With the top guy playing for, I think the top guy is playing for 15,000. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Another way to kind of incorporate some sort of rake back to players that are playing and can create a streak. Pretty cool. Pretty neat game from FanDuel. We've seen Draftkings innovate and have games like this. Now we see FanDuel get into it. Get in those contests. Let me know where your streak is by. If you're part of the 3, tweet me. Adam, Laura, I'd love to engage with you guys. It's fun catching up with you guys, seeing what you guys are up to, where your streak is in before I beat you. Actually, I won't. I probably won't play that. I'm not lying. I'm so bad. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, if you could rate, like, subscribe, no matter the platform, no matter where you watch, listen, doesn't matter, man. It's all good. Glad to be back. A brand new week of streams. Catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/mlaura. If not, I came back energized, man. I came back from Mexico, dude. I have a tan. You know, you look good, you feel good, you play good, man. And I'm definitely feeling good. So let's do this again tomorrow. Catch you guys then.